Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's wonderful webinar on College Multihexa MSM Agent e-Training 2021 Live. I see a lot of attendees in the process of joining in, hoping that all of you are safe and healthy from wherever you are attending this webinar. A good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, ladies and gentlemen from all parts of the world. I would like to thank you all for taking time out and being here today with us. I am Felicia Wogbami and I will be your moderator for today's webinar. For those who don't know me, I'm the MSM Manager for Africa. I am delighted and pleased to introduce today's spearheader of the webinar, Bhumika Sharma, the Marketing Manager for College Multihexa. Before I hand over the mic to Bhumika, I would like to run through the housekeeping requirements that are needed for today's presentation and the Zoom platform. So what is today's agenda for the webinar? First, you will be hearing a comprehensive presentation on College Multi-Hexa program. Then we'll be taking questions during today's webinar, and we will request all of you to drop in your query in Q&A session present in the control panel. The question will be answered at the end when we have our Q&A session. Please feel free to ask all your queries while the presentation is in progress. For those who have just joined in, welcome to today's webinar on College Multihexa MSM Agent e-Summit Live 2021. So without further delay, let's start things off by welcoming our spearheader, Bhumika. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Feluso, for introducing me. Hello, everyone. I am Bhumika Sharma, the Marketing Manager for College Multihexa Canada. In today's webinar, we will be covering all the details about College Multihexa, and we will be discussing the updates for September 21 intake with all the students who aspire to study in IT with College Multihexa in Canada in the coming intake of September 21. So without any further ado, let us begin with today's webinar. I would first like to discuss about the location of College Multihexa. Now, this is an institution of Canada, and we are located in one of the hotspot province of Canada, which is known as Quebec. In Quebec, we are located in the city Saguenay, which is one of the largest cities of the province of Quebec. Saguenay city is approximately 4 hours away from Montreal, and we are 2 hours away from Saguenay by road. You can also reach Saguenay from Montreal by taking a 50 minutes flight. Saguenay is also known as the cultural capital of Quebec, and it is also called as the development hub, as the city is filled with a lot of factories and manufacturing centers. Let's move on to college history. College Multihexa was established in 1986, and we are almost a 35-year-old institution today. Over the past 35 years, College Multihexa has trained more than 5,000 students across the entire province of Quebec. Now, just to inform you all, at College Multihexa, we pioneer in IT, and we only teach IT programs to the students. Now, this is the reason why College Multihexa has tied up with a lot of IT companies that are located in the nearby region and overall in the province of Quebec as well. The building that you see in front of your screen is the infrastructure of the college. We have a very beautiful 360-degree campus, virtual campus tour available. And I can share the links with all of you so that you can have a campus tour, and we can also give a virtual campus tour before the webinar ends today as well. In this building, the ground floor is occupied by College Multihexa, and the rest of the floors are occupied by a couple of IT companies that works in association with College Multihexa. The largest IT company would be CGI, that works globally. So majority of the students who go for their internship and placements, their first option is within the building with such a big company like CGI. And other than that, we have got more than 20 IT companies that have tied up with College Multihexa, and we help our students there for internships as well as for their full-time jobs after the completion of the studies. Moving on, at College Multihexa, we have a standard classroom size of not more than 25 students per classroom, so that we can have a good interaction going on in the class and a good ratio of student to teacher. All of the programs are approved by the Quebec Ministry of Education at College Multihexa. And the major language spoken in the region is French. Now, majority of you might already know that Quebec government is very enthusiastic when it comes to French language. So the students studying on campus, they can simply learn the language French and they can actually get paid by the government. So currently the students who are on campus, they're attending French classes and they are getting paid by the government. And this is one of the benefits that every student studying in Quebec can take. Another benefit that I would like to mention here is low cost of living with efficient transportation system and affordable housing option in Saguenay. I'll discuss more about the actual living costs in the coming slides in this webinar. Let's have a look at what life looks like in Saguenay. So Saguenay is a blend of urban city and nature, and the city is surrounded by beautiful forests, hills, lakes, and valleys. It's also considered as one of the ideal vacation spot in Quebec. In terms of urban city, we have all kinds of basic amenities available, such as universities, colleges, hospitals, golf course, amusement parks, and big stadiums. The students can enjoy best of both the worlds. There are a lot of recreational activities for the students to enjoy, such as climbing, fishing, kayaking, wakeboarding, and a lot more. In terms of area versus population, Saguenay is approximately 3 times as large as Montreal, and we have got a very limited population. So the students won't find a lot of traffic on the roads, crowd at the public places, and they can enjoy a very easygoing lifestyle that is offered by the city Saguenay. Coming on to the actual living costs, around $375 to $400 is the amount that student pays for an accommodation. Now this includes the monthly rent, Wi-Fi bill, and electricity. Apart from this, the students can manage the groceries from $200 to $300, and you need to spend approximately $55 to $60 per month in order to get a bus pass recharge fee. And using that one bus pass, the students can make n number of trips throughout the city. So the students can definitely enjoy high quality of living at a very reasonable price, and our local transportation system is very efficient as it covers not only the residential area, but also the industrial and commercial areas locally. Here I have shared a couple of famous tourist places on my screen. This place is known as downtown Chicoutimi. You'll find a lot of historical buildings here. We have a lot of museums since Quebec's cultural capital is Saguenay. So you'll find a lot of museums here in Saguenay. Next on, we have a place called Port Village, where we have lots of ships and cruises coming in for export and import, and the students can find a lot of part-time jobs here as well. This is what the residential area and the shopping area looks like, which is really beautiful. We have beautiful low-heighted mountains approximately 40 minutes away from our campus of College Multihexa. One of the interesting facts that I would like to mention here is that the world's second largest aluminum extraction plant is located in Saguenay. Apart from this, we have a lot of machinery manufacturing centers located in the city, and the students can definitely find a lot of part-time job as factory workers here. The average wage rate that is offered to the students in terms of part-time job is $13.50 minimum, and the students can make up to $21 an hour with giving the maximum wage rate. So it's 13.50 minimum and 21 maximum wage rate, and currently our students are getting pretty good wage rate, those who are working on campus. Moving on to programs of studies. Like I said, we are a pioneer in IT, and we've been teaching IT with one of the best faculty members on campus. So at College Multihexa, we offer undergraduate IT diploma programs for all of the students. Program number 1 is AEC Programmer Analyst. Now, this is an undergraduate diploma with 2 years of duration, after which the students will be eligible for 3 years of postgraduate work permit. They can apply for a variety of jobs such as web developer, database manager, and mobile developer. The average salary that the student can make on the basis of these jobs is $42,500 on a beginner level. Moving on to the second program. AEC Network Manager, again, which is one of the undergraduate diplomas in IT, is offered by College Multihexa. This is again a 2 years diploma program, and the students can simply get a postgraduate work permit for up to 3 years after the completion of these 2 years program. They can apply for a variety of jobs on the basis of network manager programs such as IT advisor, network administrator, and IT technician. And the average salary can be $40,000 and a beginner's level. Moving on to the admission requirements and fee structure. At College Multihexa, we have September 21 as the open intake at the moment. And currently the students who are interested to enroll themselves can register themselves for September 21 intake. College Multihexa is absolutely charging no application fee. So the application fee is waived off. In order to get the conditional offer letter from college, you can simply share your educational documents and fill out our application form and send it to us so that we can provide you the offer letter for September 21 intake. Talking about the admission requirements, I know that the admission requirements followed in Africa are a little bit different from what we follow in India. So I'll let my colleague Peluso speak here and share the educational requirements in terms of academics.
Thank you, Bhumika. For any student of Ziva Crowd Travels or any prospective student that is looking forward to study at College Multihexa, it is expected of you to have a NECO, National Examination Council result, or WAEC, that is West Africa Examination Council, and the minimum is 6.6 in your own level in 5 subjects, 5 relevant subjects. So once you have NECO or WAEC and you have a minimum of 6.6 in either NECO or WAEC, then you are qualified to apply to College Multihexa. These are the requirements. It's very, very straightforward. And another advantage you have is that you don't need to present any English test. The English test is waived for Nigerian applicants and any other English-speaking country in Africa. So these are the advantage of applying to College Multihexa. Thank you. Bhumika, over to you.
Thank you so much, Peluso. Moving on to our tuition fees. At College Multihexa, our tuition fees is one of the most affordable fees in Canada. We charge only $11,800 for 1 year, and we will be willing to offer the letter of admission to the students on the basis of 50% of this amount as well. So even if the student deposits $5,900, we will be able to issue the letter of admission to the students. Moving on. Let's have a look at local employment opportunities. So we have a lot of IT companies located close to our campus of College Multihexa. The logos that you see in front of your screen of Resolute, Ubisoft, CGI, Bell, and Rio Tinto, these are all IT companies that are located very close, and the students can simply apply for their internships as well as for their jobs here. The largest IT companies out of these would be Ubisoft and CGI. Now, CGI is located in the same building as College Multihexa, so the students can definitely benefit from this. And Ubisoft is also located very close to the campus, so we have one of the leading IT companies located very close to the campus. Here's a quick interesting fact. There are about 1.4 million jobs starting now till 2026 in Quebec, only in the IT sector. And the students can have an amazing career with this number, of course. You can definitely search such blogs online. The entire information is online. And you can also send an email to College Multihexa to have more information on this. Moving on to the internship and class schedules. So like I mentioned, at College Multihexa, all of our programs are internship-based programs. And the internship is offered for 3 months towards the end of the program. Now, this is a mandatory internship, which is a part of the program, and every student has to undergo this internship. This could be either paid or unpaid internship. It completely depends upon the skill set of the student. And the classes that are conducted throughout the week are only for 3 days in the week. And the rest of the day, students are free to work and free to take care of the extracurricular activities that they would like to go ahead with. Now, with such good internship opportunities at College Multihexa, we have 85% placement rate currently, which has been, by the way, increased to 86% recently. So yes, we have very good placement opportunities for all of the students who will be studying at College Multihexa. Our current graduates are pretty happy with all the job options that they have got. And I would also like to mention that College Multihexa has been recognized and supported by major IT companies such as Microsoft and Cisco, and we're very proud of that. We already have international students studying with us on campus, and we will be more than happy to welcome more students from Africa. in our September 21 intake. So if you think that you are one of those students who wish to build their career in IT and want to get an exposure of studies in Canada, which is one of the most preferred destination for studying abroad, by the way. So definitely share your educational documents to the concerned person, and it will definitely reach the college. We will be happy to release your offer letters within 24 to 48 working hours. And once you have made the fee payment, we can issue the letter of admission to you, and you can go ahead by applying your visa for Canada. And once we have your visa approved, we can definitely welcome you on board, hopefully for September 21 intake. Lastly, I would like to discuss the international student services that are being offered to the students. So at College Multihexa, we have a very dedicated team on campus that takes care of the students at each and every step. So we make sure to receive our students on the airport. So we provide an airport pickup facility at Saguenay-Bagotville Airport. We also help our students for their accommodation. So you can either take an accommodation option suggested by the college, or you can go for an accommodation of your own choice. That's completely okay with us. We also help our students in terms of finding their part-time jobs. And we also help the students in their internships and their placements. So at each and every step, we make sure that the student is supported and well guided until the time you've actually landed a good job, by the end of your program with College Multihexa. So we have a very dedicated and caring team on campus. Hands down, our international students have never faced any issue as such until today. And I'm sure the students coming for September 21 will have to say the same, or will have to share the same feedback with us. Right, so without any further ado, I would like to request everybody that if you have got any questions for Multihexa College or about the education system that we follow, please feel free to put your questions in the Q&A session. And if you would like for me to give a virtual tour of the campus, please type yes in the chat box. And if I see a lot of yes in the chat box, I'll give a virtual tour straight away. Until then, you can drop your questions in the Q&A session. Guys, please put your questions in the Q&A session so that we can pick your questions and answer them one by one. I would like to request my colleague Filuso to move on to the Q&A and start answering the questions one by one. We have received a couple of questions already.
Yeah, thank you, Bhumika. We have some questions already. I want to state here that most of the attendees are aware that Ziva Cloud is our partner, and peradventure you have any further inquiries after this session, you can always contact them. There is a question from an attendee which says, do you guys have any plan for postgraduate study available for prospective immigrants in the pool already, or it is strictly an undergraduate program? Thank you. Bhumika, did you understand the question very well? The attendee is asking.
Yes, just a second. I think my screen sharing somehow just stopped. So I'm just going to put the PPT back again. Okay, so moving back to the question. Any plan for the postgraduate study available for a prospective immigrant? Okay, so first of all, I would not like to refer to an international student as an immigrant. An immigrant is somebody else, but an international student is not called as an immigrant, until you've actually immigrated to Canada with your permanent residency and everything. So if you are an international student who's coming to College Multihexa to study the undergraduate diploma with us and you wish to study further at a postgraduate diploma or a postgraduate degree, yes, you can completely go ahead. And if you would like to search through some options, you can search through some options on your own. Or if you would like the college to guide you, the college can also guide you for the same.
Okay, thank you. There is a question. Do you have provision? Okay. What is the age requirement for applicants?
Age requirement for the applicants. All right. So we would be looking at students of 18 years of age or above, but majorly. But if you are 17 years of age and by the time the intake starts, you will be 18, then yes, we can accept you in that case as well, but mostly 18 and above.
Then there is a question. Do you have provision for on-campus accommodation?
You saw the building, right? It's already in the screen at the moment. If you look at the right-hand side picture, this is the building where the college is located. In this building, a lot of IT companies operate very closely with college. And you can study and you can intern there and you can also work there full time if you get, a campus placement. However, in the same building, we do not offer any accommodation, but yes, the college has tie up with a lot of accommodation agencies. So we will be providing you with a lot of options. You can pick any option as per your choice, and then you can make the payment and you can start ahead and start living there. Or if you find something on your own, we are more than happy to let you live where you want to live.
Thank you, Bhumika. There is another question. What is the first requirement if someone wants to start processing now?
All right, so the first requirement would be your academics. So you need to share your test scores, your high school academic scores and your transcripts with your concerned partner agent, which will be Silver Cloud. I'm guessing because we have hosted this webinar exclusively for Silver Cloud. And yes, you can share your documents with the agent. He's an authorized partner with College Multihexa Canada. The team, as in us at the back end, will do the assessment. If you meet our admission requirements, then yes, we will be providing you with an offer letter. But before that, you need to fill out an application form. To apply to Multihexa, you need to fill out an application form. And once we have received your application form, we will release your offer letter for September 21 intake. And on the offer letter, the information will be mentioned related to payment of the fees. So once the college receives the payment of at least 5,900 Canadian dollars or a one-year tuition fee, then yes, we'll go ahead and provide you the letter of admission.
Yeah, thank you, Bhumika. There is another question. Any postgraduate course offer from College Multihexa?
Well, at the moment, we are only offering undergraduate IT diplomas for the students, and we do not offer any postgraduate diploma or postgraduate degree at the moment. But yes, we do have discounts for September 21 intake instead of scholarships, which is even better. So we have a discount ongoing for 2,000 Canadian dollars on the tuition fee. And the discounted tuition fee was already displayed on your screen. So initially we had 13,800 as our tuition fee. Now we are offering it 11,800. So we are offering this discount to everybody who will be applying for September 21 instead of just the students who will qualify for the scholarship. So it's even better.
There is another question. Do applicants need to pay full tuition before leaving Nigeria?
The fees is always right. So good question. The fees is always paid to the college in Canada, and the details of the bank for Canada will be mentioned on the offer letter, which will be sent to you. So you can go through the details, make the payment, check the refund policy of the college as well, and you can be sure. So you can have emails with you, you can have all the letters with you as the documented proof.
Okay, there is another question here. What is the security situation like on campus?
Well, Canada is one of the secure cities in the world. You won't find a lot of chaos going on as such, and there's no, I would say, okay, I would not like to comment more, but yes, it's one of the safest countries in the world. So Saguenay City is also a very safe one. We do not have a lot of COVID cases at the moment, but I won't say that we don't have any cases at the moment. Yes, COVID is there in Canada too, in Saguenay City as well, but not at a very high pace, I would say. So the team on campus ensures that the students are staying safe at their respective places of accommodation. We give you a tour of the region as well once we receive you on campus so that you know how to take public transportation, how to commute from your accommodation to the college, how to go and shop for your groceries. So we make sure that the student understands all this, and then you can go ahead with doing your chores on your own.
Thank you, Bhumika. How long does it take to process admission at College Multihexa?
Well, a standard application takes 45 processing days, starting from issuing the offer letter and the assessment of the application until the time you've actually received the visa.
Is there any tuition deposit to be paid after acceptance letter issue?
Well, you are mistaken here. The tuition fees is paid before you receive a letter of admission. So we only provide admission to the students once they have made a payment to secure their seat. So in order to secure your seat, in order to secure an admission, you need to make a payment to the college. And then the college will be issuing the letter. On the basis of that letter, your agent, your study visa consultant agent will get you a visa, a study visa for Canada.
Okay. There is another question. What is the tuition reform policy of College Multihexa?
All right. So in case you get a visa refusal and your fees has already been paid to College Multihexa, like every institution in Canada, the only deduction made is the administration fee, which is 250 Canadian dollars. So there will be a deduction of $250, and the rest of the amount out of 11,800 will be refunded back to you.
Thank you, Bhumika. I think there is another question. The person is asking, what are the plan of visa guarantee after someone has applied for study in the school and also paid tuition fee? I think he's talking about how guarantee is the visa.
Well, I am the student recruiter and I take care of the marketing and the admissions and processing of the applications at College Multihexa. I'm not a visa officer, so I cannot comment on that at the moment. But Finuso, maybe you can
Yes,
highlight some facts.
exactly. Yeah, to start with, getting Canadian visa is case by case basis. It depends on the required document being asked by the consular or the visa officer. If the student satisfy all the necessary requirements, I believe you have a very high chances of getting the visa. And when we are talking about the requirement, what are we asking for? We are talking about your bank statement, your tie to your home country. Then we talk about your study plan. This is very, very important. All these are what the visa officer will look at before determining whether you are going to get the visa or not. So these are the factors that come into play when we want to talk about how guarantee is the visa. So thank you. So there is another question here which says, what support services are available on campus?
Well, I mentioned about the student services. So we first of all offer you the airport pickup facility from Saguenay Airport. We help the students for accommodation. We help the students for finding part-time jobs. We give the students a tour of a local region and teach them how to commute and take local transportation in order to reach from one place to another. We also help the students in their GIC bank account activation. We help the students in issuance of their SIM card while they stay in Canada. And we also help the students in terms of sorting every issue that they might have for their SIN number, social insurance number that's issued to the students in Canada. And basically everything that needs to be documented for government, for the college, until the time the students are settled in the region for initial 1 or 2 months.
Thank you, Bhumika. Uh, I think if you still have any question, you can ask now so that Bhumika can answer all of them. If you have any more questions, please. Well, looks like we have answered most of your questions. In case if you have missed any, you'll be getting a river from our team. Or better still, you can contact Silver Cloud Travels. They will be in a better position to educate you more and give you up-to-date information about College Multi-Exa. Bhumika, is there anything else you would like to mention?
Before we close today's webinar, I would only like to request everyone who's watching the webinar right now to get started with their application process for September 21 intake, as we only have limited seats available. And you can check more about the college and the authenticity on our official website. And you can also follow us on our Facebook page, where you will get to see the updates related to the students and other student life on campus related update. So that will help you understand and analyze what kind of life students are living in Canada while they're studying at Multihexa College. For more questions, you can always write an email to us, which is mentioned on our website, and we will be more than happy to answer your questions in emails. So yeah, that's all.
Thank you for participating in today's webinar. We hope to see you again next time. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.